think it's time to come out and just say it. Brock Purdy is an elite NFL quarterback. He's approaching, a full 16 games. Not quite there yet. But the man has been getting it done. And furthermore, if you watch his college footage, he looks exactly the same. But what is getting better? Though Brock is a shorter quarterback, he's not tall. He's 6'1", and he has improved stepping up or climbing the pocket, as they say. The guy looks the same in college. He got it done. All the same throws, getting it over and under, back shoulder passes, using elite anticipation. Brock has done it all. And furthermore, for the critics who are not watching Brock, who haven't looked at his college film, the man has athleticism. Look at the man's calves. The guy never skips leg day. He's like a mini Bosa below the waist. No long speed, for sure, but what he has is more important. He has quick burst, quickness, and he's got moves, man. He's got subtle moves. The problem with Brock is that he makes it look too easy. And I'll be the first to say, if you have to drop back and throw a 60-yard Hail Mary, hey, that's not what Brock's going to get you. But the 49ers in their history, when's the last time the 49ers ever threw a Hail Mary? And the 49ers are kind of traditionally an Our Father kind of team. So maybe there's an Our Father critical play. Brock gets it done. Today, in Cleveland, Ohio, the San Francisco 49ers are going to play the number one defense in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, and Myles Garrett. And every week I've been saying, or giving advice to say, if I were you, I would make Brock prove this. I would make Brock prove that. To me, Brock's proved it all. And I'm a fan. I'm comparing this guy to Joe Montana and Steve Young. And the guy compares well for just beginning. He started his career better than Joe and Steve. Now, Joe Montana is a freaking legend. So cool. Super clutch. And Steve Young, man, he was under a lot of pressure. And that dude got knocked out and woke up and earned his place on the team. Earned his place in 49er legendary history. Look, Brock Purdy, he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't, when the 49ers were about big games, but he's done enough to say this guy is there. I'll rank him third. So Cleveland Browns, I've had advice for every other defensive coordinator, every other team. I would say, make Brock prove this. Make Brock beat me from the pocket. Even though teams think he's not athletic, he is athletic. He's got dancing feet. He knows how to get from here to here to here. But over the last 3 games, he hasn't been needing to do with a twisteroo and all that stuff. Brock looks safe to me. He hasn't been overdoing the running. He hasn't been overdoing it. He looks like a quarterback, and he's only going to get better. He's going to get better timing with his receivers, more experience in the offense, and more experience climbing the pocket, and his arm's going to get stronger. He did not have an off season to practice any football, and he's not even 25 to 28 to 30. That's when you get your strength as a man. So Brock's getting better. My only advice to Cleveland Browns, put him in a body bag, because that's the only way you're going to stop this guy. Today in Cleveland, it's supposed to be showers, maybe a wet ball. Good test for Brock. Cleveland Browns defense, tremendous test. Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward in the secondary. I wouldn't go testing him, but the 49ers aren't a traditional team with a traditional receiving corps. You get it to Debo anywhere. he does the job. You get it to Kittle anywhere, he does the job. You get it to CMC anywhere, he does the job. You get it to Brandon Ayuk. I mean, Ayuk's gonna Ayuk. You throw him 8, he'll catch 8. The bottom line is Brock Purdy is going to get the job done. And the only question is, will he continue scoring 30? And I say he will. And that's no disrespect to the Cleveland Browns defense that I respect a lot. Myles Garrett, what an athlete. Tremendously productive. One thing to watch out for, is he going to line up over Trent Williams and try to go from his right, the Niners' left? I would move him around. I would attack Colton McKivitz on the other side, or pass rush up the middle like you've done before, Myles Garrett. But if so, if you're gonna battle Trent, I'll watch for that. I hope it's highlighted on TV. But otherwise, that's the only way to beat this team. Put Brock out. I would line up against McKivitz and the right side of the Niners line. The defense is left. Take Brock out, because aside from that, I think it's the Niners game. Even if the Niners start out slow, Brock has proven he can adjust. Shanahan and Brock are in lockstep with their adjustments. And starting out slow is 65% completion ratio, okay? And even if they start out slow, even if Brock throws a pick, he's going to get experience, another wet ball. We're going to have to face Seattle this year. It's just more experience for Brock. But it's going to be challenging for this Cleveland Brown team to score against the Niner defense, who I think they're adding an additional touch with Randy Gregory, who's going to get that speed rush, get in there. He likes the 49ers coaching already. He gets that speed rush, and Bosa's going to clean up along with Armstead and the Gravedigger. So that's going to be real rough. So down the line, I think the Niners just wear them out. And the Niners, my prediction for today, Niners score 30 again. Another thing to add to this, it's not just going to be another game. The Niners are going against a number 1 defense. They're going to be ready. The DeBartolos have ties to the Ohio area. They're going to be ready. Nick Bosa, Ohio State graduate, legendary at Ohio State. He's going to want to come through. I'm predicting a couple sacks today, or at least trying to get there. There's a backup quarterback, Walker. He's done some things. He has some experience. But, man, this Niner pass rush is going to be a different experience, especially with Randy Gregory adding that speed rush on passing downs. So let's see how the 49ers do against the Browns. Once again, my prediction, 49ers, whether they start early or not, even if they have a rough start at first, respect to Cleveland's defense, I think eventually the 49ers wear the Cleveland Browns down. What I'd like to see is a lot of J.P. Mason. Give me 5 to 10 carries. And I don't want to see CMC or Brock Purdy, halfway through the fourth quarter. I want the Niners to put this team away. Happy Sunday. And if you don't go to church, at least pray. I know it's an early game. I'm staying home. I'm watching this game. Anyway, God bless you. Gary Lamm, NFL Mania. And again, Gary Lamm predicts 30 for the Niners and Purdy. Streak continues. Keep it real, keep it clean, and enjoy the scene in Cleveland, baby. Rock City.